record session. Oh yeah, yeah. I was talking about Selenium versions, right? So yeah, we have version 1. So in version 1, what happened is, ID, like it was already there in version 1. Okay, RC was there,
Yeah.
grid was there.
Okay.
Okay, so in version 2, ID was there, RC was there. Okay, WebDriver, that it came
Oh, okay.
in 2, and grid was also there that time.
Okay.
Now
Version 3, RC got removed.
in version 3, RC got removed. 3, I mean ID is there, WebDriver
And grid.
and grid.
Okay.
Grid was there. Okay, so currently market in 4 is there. Okay, version 4, Selenium version 4 is already came.
Okay.
So here there is no much major changes, but they added something, few more things, like relative locators. Okay, so like that, Chrome Dev Tools, like that they added a few features. So for now, you just don't worry about Selenium 4, because I was not explained about locators or all these things. Okay. So in one of the class, I will explain you what is the newest thing which is there in version 4. Okay. So this is about the Selenium versions. Okay. So this one, yeah, I can send you this document later. Okay.
Okay.
So now, yeah. So this is about the versions and supported languages, and also features, differences between RC and all these things. Okay. So now, yeah, we have something called as locators, right? So what are the locators,
Locators, I know ID.
Okay, so ID, name, class,
Yeah.
like we have
XPath,
then we have something called
Link.
as DOM, link text we have, right?
Yes.
Okay, total 7 is there. Now you know about Selenium. So previously, if you want to find the locators, okay, they used to use something called as Firebug.
Okay.
Okay, like that they used to use. But what happened is, after version 47, Chrome version 47.
Okay.
So what happened is, they removed it.
Okay.
Okay, so removed it. Currently, in all companies, they use something called as we use something called as CrowPath. CrowPath. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, CrowPath for Firefox, Chrome, it's available. Okay, so you can use in any browser, no issue. Happily, it will work. Okay.
I didn't get this, Teja. Like, what was that? Like, before they used Firebug instead of locators, and in
No, no, no,
some
no, no.
version they removed it.
Firefox,
But where
like,
did this crow path came from?
no, 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 no. Previously, I will tell you what is this tool is about. Okay, so if you understand
Okay.
CrowPath, you will understand the Firebug.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So for now, I will just explain this. What is fire? Like, what is the use of this actually? Even
Okay.
if you don't use default, you can use. Okay. So now, like the companies, they will prefer to use the CrowPath. Okay. First, I will explain CrowPath.
Okay.
So simply, if you want to install CrowPath, just you can give CrowPath for Firefox, or CrowPath for Chrome, like that you can give.
Okay.
Okay. So now, if you okay, so it's an extension. Again, if you click this, okay, so again, here add plugin, like that it will come.
Oh, okay.
Okay, see here they mentioned ChroPath is help to generate validate selectors like relative XPath, CSS, selector
Okay.
with like this it is telling. So just click that. When you click that, what will happen? See, there will be one more icon there, small icon, ChroPath, like that. It is showing.
Okay. Okay.
Now, yeah, what is that site I previously opened? This is the site, right? Okay.
So that is also an exe file.
Not ex. Actually, it's an extension. You know, right?
Okay.
We have something called as what is that? Chrome marketplace, like that. It will be there.
Yeah.
Add-on. Yeah, add-ons.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Okay, it's just kind of an add-on. It will be only support for the browser only.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So now, see here. Okay. Now, if you want to use this ChroPath, so just right click, inspect element. Give this option,
Yeah.
inspect element, like this. Okay. So now when you see this, a lot of people will get panic. Arey yaar, I've installed ChroPath. Where does it gone? Where it is used? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can use this inspect element as well. If you want to
Mm-hmm.
locate locators, you can
Yeah.
simply click this.
Mm-hmm.
See here, if you want to identify this,
The
you can
corresponding
simply
ID or name. Yeah.
ID. See
Yeah.
here, ID came
Yeah.
I0116, like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can use this,
Yeah.
no issues. Happily, you can use.
Huh. But even if
But
we don't have this add-on, usually when I wrote that Selenium script or whenever we want to inspect this HTML code, we do the same thing, right? But I have never installed this add-on. Maybe I don't know whether it was already there.
but there is no mandatory you have to use. But if you use it, it will be helpful.
No, no, I am asking like I never knew about this crop path thing,
Hmm.
but like as you said, whenever I want to figure out like when we are looking at some other site which we don't know, right? Whether if we haven't written the HTML code, right, we will look at the source code this way, right? We will inspect that element ID or name the way that you are showing me now, right? We will go to that inspect and we will click on that arrow and see what is the particular ID for that HTML element, right?
Yes. Happily, you can
ID
do
or
that.
yeah, ID or name or whatever it is. So so I'm asking like this is actually there, right, for any HTML, any web page.
Of course. Even if you not use the ChroPath, you can
Yeah.
select.
Yeah.
But if you use a ChroPath, there is one more functionality you can
Okay,
add.
oh, that is not yet reached. Okay. Oh,
Hmm.
you are going to
I
tell
was
what.
explaining.
Okay,
Yeah.
got
I
it,
was
got it.
explaining about the tool.
Okay, I
Okay.
thought you were telling that for Chrome
No,
Path.
no,
Okay,
no, no.
got it. Yeah.
Not only this, there are so many things that you can do with the ChroPath. Okay. So now,
Okay.
so just give inspect element. Where is it? Yeah, here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you can locate happily you can do that. But
Uh, uh-huh.
yeah, when you install ChroPath, okay, you will get confused. Hey, I have installed ChroPath, but it is not showing. Okay, don't get panic. So
Oh,
now
okay.
when you install the ChroPath, you just there is a three windows here. This is one window. This is one window. This is one window. Three windows are there here. Okay.
Okay.
So in first window, don't do anything. In second window, this window, you can do this. See here, ChroPath is coming. See here, ChroPath. You need to click this option. The
Okay, in
second
the
window,
third
one,
window.
two, third window. Okay. See here. Here, what will happen if you use this mm, like this inspect element and all? It is
Mm-hmm.
little bit difficult. Okay, so identify IDs and all. If you click, there will be a lot of source code will be there, little bit difficult. And also,
Mm-hmm.
see here, link this much big code is there, very very difficult to see like what are the things are there and all.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you use the ChroPath here, when you simply
Okay.
click this button and when you click this, okay, see here, the ID is coming here, ID I106.
Oh, okay.
It is
It
coming.
shows exactly like it will extract that ID input
Hmm. Hmm.
attributes and show is like okay.
And that is one thing. And one more thing is, if you want to search ID, you cannot do it with this one. You
Mm-hmm.
know the ID. Sometimes what will happen, you know the ID, but what will
Mm-hmm.
happen? The component is small enough to find it. So that time, what will happen from the source code? You seen the ID. If you know the
Yeah, we
ID,
have to go through the
hmm,
HTML code very carefully to get it, maybe.
yeah. So if you know that ID, if you want to find that, okay, what you have to do is just put slash
That
slash
ID.
input like this. Okay, you need to
Okay.
press enter. Okay, so then what will happen? It will actually, it will give you this. No, it is
Okay.
there, right? It will show you whether it is there or not. Like that, it will show you.
Okay.
Okay, so few more
Okay.
things
This
are
is
there.
what we will do for when we wanted to write the XPath. We will be specifying this way, right? The attribute, I mean the
Mm.
tag name and in square bracket at the rate
Yeah,
attribute
double
name. Yeah.
slash input like
Yeah.
that.
Double slash. Yeah. Okay.
So and also with the help of this, crow path, you can simply, put this, ID and
Okay.
all. So what will happen? It will show you. See here.
Yeah.
It is when you give this ID
Uh-huh.
here, input slash like that. So it is telling, okay, so
Yeah.
you are choosing this.
Yeah. The corresponding text field is highlighted. I mean, yeah, it is. Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
And also, what will happen sometimes? Duplicate of ID or something is there. What will happen? It will show you. It will select and it will show you. These are all the IDs. Okay,
Yeah.
so that you can easily identify it. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So this is the major advantage if you use the crow path. Okay. So
Okay.
now I think you know what is the Firebug. Okay.
Yeah.
Previously
Yeah.
we used to, if you
Yeah.
want to locate something, we used to do
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
used.
yeah, now I got it. Like I didn't have this third section actually, only the first section. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay. So now if somebody asks you what are the tools which you use in your company to locate locators or something like that. So you tell, okay, I'm using this crow path to find locators. Okay.
Okay.
And identify the locators, no, double slash input. If you're using double slash button like that, you can use. Okay, see here when I click this, see double slash input at the rate ID like that you can use to get that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is about the crow path. Now you know why we use this crow path to locate the locators.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so now okay, let's what I will do is let name the locators we have. So in locators, we have ID is there. Okay, name is there. Okay, class name is there.
Okay. So when we were learning about crow path, you told like when we learn crow path, I will understand something else. You told, right? Why it was bug something.
Firebug, Firebug.
Yeah. Firebug. Yeah.
So previously, the Firefox is used to add-on support was there, Firebug.
Okay.
So recently, what happened? The newer versions and all they disabled it. So now you cannot use the Firebug. So previously, what was the locator tool you used in your project? Like that, they used to ask the questions. Okay, so they used to tell Firebug. I used like that. They used to tell.
Okay.
Now, if somebody asks you this question in your company, which one do you use? Just tell crow path I am using, sir, to find the locator. Okay. Okay. So now these are all the locators. Okay, you need to remember all the locators as a test engineer. I mean engineer. Okay.
Okay.
So the ID name, class name, link test, CSS selectors, XPath, and DOM. Okay. Okay. So now I will explain you the locators. Now imagine you are in there was a school or college.
Okay.
There was a school or college. Now what happened is you need to find one student. So now what you did is you went to exam section. Okay. So no, I'm just relating this with the real time life.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So what will happen? Each student have the unique ID, right?
Yes.
So now you are asking me probably any somebody in college. So You want to find with like person with this ID. Now what will happen when you have this ID? Every students have the unique student names, right? So now what will happen when you went there and you asked for that particular student ID? Now what will happen when you as soon as you tell the ID, they're able to give you the all information related to that student, whether he's coming or not, like what he's studying, right? So if you have this ID, okay, the chances of finding locators are like 100%. Okay. So IDs are very, 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 very important. But some of the times what will happen, if IDs are not there, next priority will go for name.
Okay.
The developers, what they will do is they will forget to give that ID. That time we might have this name.
Okay.
Now this is the second priority for them.
Okay.
So now if ID was not given, you cannot escalate it. Your job is just to find the ID was not there, then go for name.
Okay.
Okay, don't escalate like, okay, so you are not given ID. It's not like that. Okay, you can go for name.
Yeah.
But the problem is if he given the name, as I told you, the school example, now you don't have ID, you need to find that student. This next option is you will tell, you need to, you need to find some person called Smith.
Yeah.
Now what will happen? The exam section, okay, what they will do is they will put name Smith, like that they will type in their database. Now what will happen if there is no Smith, there is only one Smith in probably in 10th standard, they will give you, okay, there is a person Smith. They will tell you, okay, he is there here.
Yeah, in different classes means giving the class name.
Okay. So somehow it is easy for you to easy for
with that.
but it is difficult only still, but somehow you can survive with the name.
Yeah.
Okay, ID is there, name is there, you should do it. Okay, please ask it. Okay, if developer is not like mentioned, so then that's fine. Like ID and names are the first two priorities. Okay. But in some cases what will happen, class name will be there, but for example if there is button and all is there, if some action is happening, then there will be compulsory ID or name will be, they will keep it.
Okay.
But there is a component, simply component, they will give the it is not doing, simply the component is that time there will be class name will be there. The next priority you have to give for class name.
Yeah.
Okay. So here also very difficult. Now again you are telling class name and you are finding the student. Right? So that is one thing. So this class name and all, do you know something called as Bootstrap? Okay, so
Bootstrap, right? No, it is something else. Okay.
It is separate. Okay, so Bootstrap is something like if you want to add, for example, any things, for example, okay, well, let me show you. Where is this icons? Not icons. Bootstrap. Now, okay, see this actually what will happen, now I'm a developer. Okay, so what is happening is I don't have time. Most of the time I don't have time. What I will do is I have this something called as bootstraps. So what I will do is if I use the bootstrap, all the ready-made things will come. Okay. So for example, if I want to make the button green color, I use something called as button success. Where is here? Yeah, button success, like that. If I give button success, as soon as I give button success, see here I mentioned button success. Okay, so the green color is coming. Okay. So if I use if I want to get to the red color here, danger. I mean, if I use something called as danger, class danger like that, I will give. So for me, it is, I don't need to specify the size or I don't need to do anything. I just need to give the class name so that corresponding things will come on my screen.
But we
Okay.
cannot customize or anything later. We just are just copying that code actually to
Ha, ha.
get that same type of button.
Button, yeah. So for me, what I will do is I will go for that. Okay, because I mean buttons and all easy. Okay, but this navbars is like hectic. If you want to write the code for navbar, see here, so much of code will come, and I didn't. If I want to do the drop down and all, it is very problematic for me as a developer.
Okay.
So what we will do is, as a developers, we use this, all these bootstrap things we will use in my project.
Okay.
So that it will be easy for me to develop this pages and all. Okay. So sometimes what will happen, probably there might be, yeah, see here, there might be chance to search, I mean, to test this functionality, the search button. Now what will happen, I was very hurried. Okay. See here, what I did is input type text class form control, like that I will give. Now you don't have ID, you don't have me, then what is your priority?
I only have the
Class. Okay. You don't need to blame the developer as well, because he was in hurry. Because of that, what he did is only specified class name. Now you
so
have
I need
option
to locate the element using the class.
Class.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the next priority for you is class.
Yeah.
Class name. Okay. Why you used also I told you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so because of that, okay, for me it's very easy for me to develop this kind of a screen. I don't need to write even search box text. See, I will just mention form, where is it? Yeah, form controller, class form control, placeholder search. If I give that, the search box is coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so because of that, I have given like that. Okay, so you don't need to blame the developer. Why he not given ID name? Is it mad or what? It's not like that. Okay. Now this is the class name. Next, I have something called as link. As you know, right? If you want to, like we have something called as href. If you are aware of the
the anchor tag href, and they are pointing to a link.
That one. Next, you have something called as SQ, like CSS selectors. CSS selectors. You know CSS, right?
Yeah.
In CSS also we use this kind of thing.
Okay.
But very rarely. But this 1, 2, 3 and XPath are helpful. Okay. So CSS is something related to the like color code, like that. CSS things.
Yeah. Okay.
Next, we have something called as XPath and DOM. Okay. So now for today, I'm not teaching you about XPath and DOM. Tomorrow, I need to probably it will take some 20-30 minutes. I will explain about XPath and DOM. Both I will explain. Okay. So now I'm just giving you the glance, like we have 7.
Okay. So in the CSS selector also, like when so CSS selector means we can use like the other HTML, like even if we are using cascading style sheet, we will use ID or class or depends, right? Name, what are the attributes that we are using. So then depending upon the attribute that I am using, I think there is like, if it is ID, we have to use hash before the ID, and if it is class, we use the dot, something like that. There is some changes based on the syntax, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But CSS selectors and all, very rare case you can get to select, because CSS selector use something to deal with the colors, right?
Yeah.
Very rare stuff.
Okay.
Maximum ID name or class name or link text are very important. XPath as well. Okay. But CSS very rare case, very rare stuff. But only if you are dealing with the colors, that time it is useful. Okay. But most of the time your work will be with this 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now the priority is also like this only: ID name, class name, link text, CSS selector, so XPath to DOM.
Okay.
Okay. So I will explain about XPath. This is just like if nothing was there, how can you do something like that? Okay. Tomorrow probably I will explain you some 10-20 minutes. It will take time. I'll explain everything about XPath and DOM as well, where when you it's okay. But and also the priorities will be there, right? What will be the first priority, second priority? So I given in order only. Okay, it is there in order, proper order. First ID, second name, third class name, link
Yeah,
text,
that I won't forget
CSS,
because of that
XPath,
example
DOM.
anyway. Yeah.
Okay. So I've given the priority as well. Okay. So this is your priority. If somebody asks you the priority, what is your priorities? First put name, ID, class name, link text, CSS, XPath, DOM, like that. You tell them we have total, I think 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 locators are there. Okay. So as a test engineer, you need to remember all this 7.
Yeah. So when I used, I don't know which site I used. I have written here in like when I learned about this XPath and CSS for Selenium, I have written that like I remember that it was for, I don't exactly remember. There was an, when I logged in, there was an admin. Yeah, it was for that Open HRM, that site only. There was this admin admin tab. I think it was admin tab. We click on that. So for that, I have used like the locator CSS selector, and I used input hash text username. Maybe I am not sure whether ID or name was there for that because I didn't know about this priority at that time, right? I tried after learning. I tried all the. I had to try all the 7 locators, right? Whether it will work or not. So maybe I chose CSS selector, as you said, even though when ID or name was there. So even if that it is there, I can go for it, right? With the CSS selector.
You can go. No issues.
Yeah. Okay.
You can go.
Okay.
So some of the times, what will happen if nothing was there, but the priority will be like that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and I will give one site name. What is that site name I have?
Okay. Oh, I got the point now. Like I shouldn't have gone with CSS selector there. I might have gone because they might have used the style within that HTML and they might have specified the ID. So I might have used CSS selector, but uh, unless and until I am checking that like color property or like something that is like related to style, I don't have to use that ID actually, right? As you said, I can directly use the input text ID, right?
Yes. That is what I'm telling. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, we messed up some link. Actually, I will give to you tomorrow. There was a link actually.
Okay.
So if you open that link, what will happen?
So that
All the
when you were showing that in that it was there, right? May when.
no. There was some site actually. I don't know whether yesterday I opened it. Okay, anyway, I will give you that link. Actually, I will give you. In that link, what will happen? Everything will be there. There will be radio box, check boxes.
Okay.
All the things will be there to practice for you. Okay.
Yeah. So that I can test on it. Okay.
Test on it. That site was there. Tomorrow I will just tell you what is that site. Okay.
Okay.
So in one site, everything is there. Almost on some all components. Checkbox, radio boxes, drop downs will be there.
Okay.
So you can just click that and just play around that things. Okay. I will give you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. So I need to explain about XPath. So I will. What I will do is we'll continue Selenium. Okay. So we will be working on some Java concept and I will wrap it up for today.
Okay.
So yeah, from XPath we'll continue. Okay. So just be online 2 minutes. I will have some water and I will just come back.
Okay.
We'll work on some Java concepts and we'll wrap it up. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Just be online. I will be back.
Yeah. So last class when we learned that exceptional handling, I asked you, right, in Selenium, what can be the exceptions? I figured out one
Mm.
right now, which I have written in my note, but I forgot. Like earlier when I went through Selenium, I think I wrote that no such element exception. Like if there wasn't that, if we couldn't locate that element.
Very good. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Few more will come. Still, few
Okay.
more is there.
Uh-huh.
I will explain you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So that question they will ask you in interviews.
Okay. Okay. So it's really helpful actually. Like when we learn something ourselves, we won't like even though I went through this, I would have never what remembered this actually. But now when I'm explaining it with you, I am able to
Mm.
remember it actually.
See, like, what is the main use of the trainers actually?
Mm-hmm.
You can learn most of the things with the internet. Actually, internet nowadays, what will happen? Everything is there.
Yeah, but when we read, we just go read and like we may forget and
Uh,
but you know the main points also, right? What will be asked actually.
and that thing is one. If you remember during our college days,
Uh-huh.
okay, one student is used to read a lot of things. Then what we'll
Uh,
do? We'll go to that friend room and we used to discuss, right?
yeah. So that we get the main points to write for the
And also
exam.
other person, if he learns something more, na, he will he explained like beautifully.
Yeah.
What
He might
happened
have
is,
written lot of things. We just got the correct points out of it, maybe.
see what happened is while he's studying, he will struggle. 3-4 hours he will put effort.
Yeah.
He learned something. What
Yeah.
happened is he used to get to simply tell you the summary. With that
Yeah.
summary, in 10 minutes you are able to learn it.
Correct. Yeah.
So that is the main use. If you take the trainers, right? So the main use is like what they will do is they use their experience and they will tell you all these things. So that what we will do is whatever till now I have the knowledge, I will give to you.
Yeah.
And also if you put little bit extra effort, so that you can understand, you will learn more things, right?
Yeah.
So that is the main use if you use the trainers and all. But what will happen? Most of the trainers actually in the market,
Mm-hmm.
um, they don't have the knowledge about little bit of development actually.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that little bit, what I will do is for you little bit of advantages I have development knowledge as well.
Yeah.
So that I will, if
I
I
know
tell
exactly.
something,
Yeah, now I can
why?
relate it with the development side. Like,
Hmm.
even though I like this was different, right? Development and testing. Now I can integrate it and see, like,
Hmm. So I explained something like class. I explained, right, why I am doing, why like that. Okay. So like that, it will be very easy for you to know. Trust me, in if I complete all these classes, right,
Mhm.
you will be in like in different level. Trust me. Yeah.
So
Selenium, I am
good.
sure. Like I am very confident. Uh,
Okay.
you will get a lot of knowledge in Selenium when it comes to.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because my recruiter had actually told me like after I complete the training, then the like the company that I am like I have the this thing with, they have told like then they will ask me like whether I
Mm.
want to go with manual or automated. So I wanted to go with automated because I think that way, because manual anybody will be able to do it, right? Automated will be more.
More scope, and also
More
these
scope,
days
and I actually
mm,
yeah.
what is happening is actually manual testing.
Mm-hmm.
Even the opening is there for manual testing. Simply in interview to filter few students, few
Mm-hmm.
people, what
Mm-hmm.
they're doing is simply they're asking for this one manual. Sorry, automation. Simply they're asking
Yeah.
to filter the candidates. The same thing. My brother, younger brother, is a
Uh-huh.
software testing engineer only.
Uh-huh.
So what happened is while during interview and all, they asked a lot of questions on automation. He cleared it actually, and
Okay.
then when he joined the company, they given again manual project. They
Okay.
asked why you done like that. They told like we need to nowadays
Yeah.
everybody
Uh-huh. Yeah,
putting the
maybe
resume.
they wanted to take someone whom like in the if the company at at some point if they go for automation, then still this
Hmm,
person is good for it, like that
good
they
for
may
it.
be filtering.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
So because of that, okay. So
Uh-huh.
yeah. So now what I will do is I will explain you about throw and throws. Okay, throw and throws.
Okay. Okay.
So you last class I explained, right? So we seen try catch block, try with
Yeah.
multiple catch block. We have seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now we have something called as throw and throws.
Mm-hmm.
This throw and throws. Okay, first I will let me explain about this throw first. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so throw, what will happen? What is the use of this? If you want to customize the error,
Okay.
okay, if you want to customize the errors, then you can go for like throw,
Throw.
throw. Okay, I will let me explain you.
Mm-hmm.
So something you have something like static void add here int age I'm passing
Okay.
this if this age is less than 18.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here no, I'm using throw.
Okay.
Throw new. Yeah, so when you're dealing with the number, arithmetic exception. So obviously ARITHEMETICEXCEPTION exception, arithmetic exception. So I will put you cannot vote. Spelling mistake. ARITH. Okay, TH
Oh,
is not there.
E is not there.
Yeah, he is not there. Yeah. So arithmetic exception else. Okay, so now what I will do is here I will pass okay, add 5 like that I will pass.
Okay.
So now when I pass this, now when I run this, see here it is coming in exception.
Yeah.
You cannot vote like that. Okay. So this is used to there is some scenarios you need to explicitly add the errors explicitly.
Yeah. Okay.
So that time go for throw.
Okay.
And also you can customize here. Okay, you cannot vote like that, you can throw. Okay, so now what I'm doing is when I send 5 is less than 18, right? So I'm telling my the compiler throw the exception. Okay, so now this is about throw. So now what is the difference between, they will ask you what is the difference between throw and throws.
Okay.
So now the main difference is throw is now use inside the method, not with the method header. Okay, inside the like body of a method. See now
Okay.
this is the method, right?
Okay.
Within the body I'm adding. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
but if you want to use the
Throws.
throws, that you can do only with the header.
Okay. Okay.
With the here you can add. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so now I think now you understand what is throw, which is used to explicitly to add the error. We can
Yeah.
use this. Okay, so this is about throw, and
So
we have
when we use throws along with the header,
Hmm.
um, why do we do that actually? Throws, okay, this is going to throw an
Wait.
exception.
I
That,
haven't explained about throws. Na?
okay, okay, fine, okay, okay,
I only explained about the
okay,
throw, and I'm simply telling this is the difference.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay. So now we have something called as throws.
Mhm,
Sorry, throws is there.
mhm,
Throws, the concept is little bit tricky to understand.
mhm,
Not even tricky, something very different.
mhm,
In the sense, now if somebody asks you like, now if I tell like, what is
mhm.
that? We have to give with the method body uh, throws exception. Okay. So now when I give throws exception, now if somebody asks you whether it's handling the exception, no, it is not handling the exception.
Yeah.
Okay. But actually what is happening is it actually kind of a compressing the exception. Okay, how I will tell you. Okay.
Okay.
So now what I will do is I will let me remove this. Now I will give one example here. We have a method that is public void run. We have this.
Okay.
Run. Okay.
Okay.
So now what will happen? This is here I will put throws exception. Not exception. I will give throws IO exception.
Okay.
Like that I have given. I will take another method here, that is public void add, like this. Okay. Now what does it the throws will tell us? Okay. Now I am the method, right? So run will tell I am the run. So if you want to use me, okay, if you want to use my method, okay, it's not my job to handle the exception. Okay, it is not my job to handle the exception. See, as soon as I give run here, as soon as I give the run here, okay, see, it is asking, it is not at all taking, it's very weird, right? So what it will do is it is asking to add the throw catch block, try catch block, try catch block. Okay. So this is just on online, just be online.
Okay. Okay.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ. Okay. Okay, so now what is throws will tell like, okay, it's not my job to handle the exception. As a caller method, it's your karma to handle.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that is what the throws will tell. Okay. So now see here, if I call the add here, I will put static method. Okay, anyway, okay, it is not static. Okay, anyway, here if I want to call this add, see here, a is equal to new of a dot add. Okay. Okay, so a dot add is coming, so now I can happily run this program. Okay, so here I'm using try catch block.
Okay.
So that is the use of this throws. Actually throws will not handle any exception. Okay. But if you are using this throws, then as a caller method, that's you are responsible to handle it. Okay, that's all.
So if whenever we use throws with a method, and when we wanted to call that method in some other function, then definitely you will have to write the try and catch, because
Try
that
catch
function.
block, or else you
Yeah.
have to make we have two options here. Either make it try catch block, or you know
Handle the exception somehow.
or
Right.
throws exception here as well, like this.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh,
Like this
okay,
you can
okay.
do,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
but still it is not handling the exception for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So now, like both function, if it is been called by some other function,
Now another method, then you
yeah.
should use try catch
Anyway,
block.
correct.
So the end of the day, caller has to
Okay.
handle the exception.
Oh,
It's
so
not
if
the
we have to write a function and we don't know exactly how to handle that using try catch, then I can just write throws IO exception. Like if
happily you can
that
do that.
other code is written by somebody else.
Happily you can do that.
Okay, okay, got it.
That's why
Yeah.
a lot of times what will happen, the developers, they were very like coders or developers, when they write the
Uh-huh.
code,
Uh-huh.
they're very much lazy to write. That time they will simply put throws exception here, and they will simply write.
Oh, okay.
So wherever throws exception is coming, it's understood. You are not at all handling the exception, bro. You're simply
Okay.
compressing it and
Uh,
checking
oh,
that.
when the
Okay.
sprint cycle is about to end, also they can do this maybe if they have to
Mhm.
just finish the functionality, right?
Definitely they can do that. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay. Oh, okay. Oh,
So
that's really a great knowledge actually. I came to know now actually. Yeah.
that's why, because see, everywhere they mention throws and throws. You'll feel like, why is this
Yeah,
throws? Like now
yeah,
I think now you know, right?
yeah, I know, I understood. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I have like 10 more minutes. I need to start Java.
Okay.
So what I will do is I will stop here, and
Okay.
now what we will do is like
Tomorrow.
from
Yeah.
tomorrow
Uh-huh.
I will explain about XPath, then we can continue. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay. And
Okay.
tomorrow,
Hmm.
it is sharp 4 o'clock. You will send me the link, right?
Yeah, 10 minutes earlier, 15 minutes earlier, we'll send it. No issues.
Yeah.
In please be aware of mail and Hangouts.
Mail and Hangouts. So
Hmm.
first, should I log in with that other link, or anyway you will send, right? So I need to
You don't
wait
need
for that
to. I think we don't need to use GoToMeetings
other one,
anymore.
right? Okay, fine.
GoToMeetings.
Okay, okay,
You don't need to
okay.
use.
And one more thing, Teja, tomorrow I have an appointment from 3. So
Mhm.
I will be back before 4. But in case if I be late for 5 minutes or something, maximum 5 minutes it will be. Like it won't be like more than 5 minutes. Like if at all there is any delay, I will let
See,
you
no,
know then.
no issues.
Okay.
If you simply put message, if you stuck
Yeah, yeah,
somewhere,
yeah.
if you're not able to
Yeah.
reach her, that's
Okay. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
We can
Okay.
reschedule it. That is also no problem. So
Okay, fine. Okay.
anyway, for my side also, some of the times what will happen, these people will forget, because a lot of people is there, means these people will be like, okay, the students will be, lot of students will ask something like that, they will be worried. One or two students will be there, they won't bother much.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
So because
Yeah.
of that, then it will be problematic for you. You'll be waiting and all, right? So what I will
Yeah.
do is, if in case, to be like 99%, I will take the classes regularly.
Uh-huh.
Maybe one
Like
or two class, maybe
functions or
sometimes
something you
miss.
told.
Maybe some
Yeah.
personal issues will come. Maybe I will
Mhm.
skip that. The time what I
Okay.
will do is, you don't need to wait for them as well. Anyway, you are in a Hangouts, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So
Yeah.
simply I will put you the text, like saying like tomorrow, maybe because of this the reason I'm not taking. Will
Okay.
continue like that. I will simply okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Just
Got
keep
it.
text checking that mail or this one.
Okay. Fine. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Then.
Okay. Then
Yeah. See you tomorrow
screen
then.
recordings I will share it with you.
Okay.
Three
Okay.
class
And
I will
if you
share.
can send me the first day that you told the interview questions, that will also be great.
That I will send you one by one.
Okay.
The
Okay.
modules as soon as I finish.
Yeah.
So once I
Fine.
done with my because I need to discuss that questions with you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. After that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
we'll
Yeah. That
just
will be good.
discuss and I will
Yeah.
just send you, because
Okay.
next time if you somewhere again, if you get some doubts, then you will ask me only, right?
Yeah.
So what I will
Okay
do
then.
is we will discuss that, then I will.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then see you. Yeah. Bye.
See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Nice day. Bye
Bye.
bye.